know what? If women want to be delusional with millionaire income, 6 feet tall, which men themselves cannot control, and a six pack, which they can control, but is just geared towards the flesh, I'm going to be delusional for you, women. Here's my standards. You've got to be able to read music, improvise music, and write music for piano. You've got to be able to play, if you play an instrument, equal with the best of the best. I'm talking on violin as good as Hilary Hahn and Isaac Perlman. On piano as good as Envy Kissin and Lang Lang. And on cello as good as Yo-Yo Ma. You've got to be able to write hundreds, if not thousands, of pieces. You've got to be able to know every scale on piano. You've got to be able to sit with me at the piano and co-compose a piece with me. And finally, you've got to be able to compose beautiful Baroque classical romantic music. If you can't do this, I don't give a fuck. Because it's clear you don't care about music as much as I do. And because I care about music, I'm going to care about it just as much as I care about you. Which means you're probably going to leave me anyway. Just like a girl who was able to compose, did write a musical, and another girl who was able to play Fleur Elise, and another girl who did ambient music called or I shouldn't say her name. Another girl who was able to do ambient music and had multiple instruments. So you want to be delusional, women? I'll be delusional. That's what you got to do. All those different things. And on top of all that, you've got to be able to write 1,000 pieces in 10 to 20 years of classical music. Just composing and composing and composing 1, 2, 3, and 4 times a day. Any takers? I don't think so. And you're so ignorant you think you matter more than me. You're so ignorant you think because you have some of this, it's more important than running a Passion of Luke, a Passion of Mark, a Passion of John, and a Passion of Matthew, and a Resurrection of Matthew, Mark, Luke, John, 4-act oratorio, a Joseph the Patriarch oratorio, 2 Christmas oratorios, and over 50 cantatas, over 58 piano sonatas, 20 string quartets, 30 violin sonatas, fugues in every key in the well-tempered clavier, or the well-tuned piano I called it, nocturnes galore, impromptus galore, preludes galore, symphonies, string quartets. Oh, and on top of this, you have to have at least written 1 opera. And if you can't do all this, then I don't give a fuck. I'll remain single. I'll keep my mouth shut when I see you. And I'm just going to do this and not even talk to you. And you're going to look at me and go complain in your car in a parking lot about how Joe Clark rejected you just like you rejected him. And to make matters worse, when I am old and dead alone, I'm going to have a palace of pure gold with huge doors with a gate at the outside that says, "He who writes Opus 1000 shall enter." By chance, if you do write your 1,000 piece from the heart, you'll enter, and you'll see Bach, Schubert, and Telemann were already there, along with myself. And finally, I'll kick you out of all things that I own in heaven. You might say, "But Joe, I owned a shop. Joe, I owned a barista position. Joe, I was a manager." Well, guess what? I'll be the CEO of heaven, and I'll be firing you.